Good Monday evening to you folks. How are you? It is good to see you and it is good to be seen by you. I, of course, am the one and only Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Delver, coming to you live, loud and clear on a Monday night from an undisclosed location somewhere in Central Florida. And Tim, right out of the cage, says, instead of a show called Only Murders in the Building, I wonder if Bill could talk Hulu into Only TPK. Hey, Tim, if you know anybody at Hulu, put him in touch with me. I can make it happen. Anyway, how are you, everybody? I hope you are doing absolutely, positively wonderful because, folks, friends, neighbors, I have news. I have wonderful news. And what is that news? Well, I'm going to get to it in just a second, but let me ask you a favor. If you're just stomping by for the first time, if you're just wandering through, if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button, click the bell icon for notifications, and then you can find out all about the stuff that I like to do with a whole host of cool people. 5, count them, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, 5 nights a week, right here on YouTube or right there on Twitter or X. We have a lot of fun, guys. We have a lot of fun, and you don't want to miss it. And once you click the subscribe button, tell your friends to click the subscribe button. Do you like classic TTRPG stuff? Do you like great interviews with creators and all-around smart folks? You should. And because of that, again, subscribe, like the video if you're watching it in the aftermath, and leave a comment down below. It's all very easy. But anyway, welcome to you. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope you had a really great one. It was pretty chill here at the Delver's Dungeon, by which I mean relaxed, not cold. Our winter lasted approximately 9 days, and it is now summer in Florida. But anyhow, we have some cool stuff to discuss tonight, and I'm very excited about it. If you have been here more than a week, you will probably know all about the guac. What is the guac? Well, it's not that little box of green stuff sitting in your fridge slowly turning brown because you forgot to put some on your hamburger. No. The GUOGC is the great underground online gaming convention. We've been doing it for 4 years. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 years. It's a little something for our Spanish-speaking friends out there. And 4 years, 2025, I don't know. But we are going to we are going to do it again this year. From May 21st to May 25th, we are having the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention. That's right. It is a convention where you can sit in your bathrobe and underwear and put your feet up on the table and play D&D all weekend if you want to, and not be thrown out of the venue because it'll be your house. Any snacks, any beer, any stuff like that, that is all free and on you, and your travel and lodging costs are zero. But what do you get in return for sitting at home, you might ask? You're going to get a whole raft of tabletop RPGs, board games, artist interviews, creator panels, all kinds of fun stuff, and I want you to come and enjoy it. Now, maybe you say, but you've been talking about it. Where can we go do it? You just kind of wave your hand like a one-armed chicken and say, it's a thing you can do. I got it right here. This, and I'm going to share this across social media right now, by which I mean Twitter and my Discord and then Facebook later. This is the link. This, as far as I know, this link is permanent. If you are watching this sometime in April or early May or at any point during March, this link on your screen and in the chat is where you can go to sign up to be a game master, to be a player. And guys, this year, I am not sending you off into the ether to sign up somewhere else and then come back to the Discord. Everything is on the Discord. Everything. Sign-ups, event calendars, events, it's all happening on Discord. And I'm very happy about that fact, by the way. So right now, Doomsword Deathmaster, you guys know Doomsword. Doomsword has got a bot set up on the Discord, and he is going to have an instruction fact frequently asked question for you, so you can go in there. It's real simple. You basically do, and don't start scrambling trying to write this down going, wait, what'd you say? Because all the stuff is going to be there. All the stuff is going to be there. You're going to do /event and hit enter, and it's going to ask you the name of the game, the date you're putting it on, and you're going to click submit, and then it's done. And then it's done. Your game is in the schedule. Now, I want to ask you, I would like to keep it in time blocks. That's the one thing that I can't do, is have a grid. Please be respectful of your gaming schedules. Okay? I would like to have a grid, or rather, not a grid. I would like to have time blocks. If your game goes long, that's fine. But if you look in the Discord, if you go over to the Discord right now, there's 9 event room channels, and I can add more. 4 hours orbital, 4 hour blocks. If you run short, no big deal. But I will go in and Dooms has a game up right there. The Shadows of Il's Nyx. And I can go in and I can set that for Event Room 1. And I'll just rename Event Room 1 at the appropriate time to Shadows of Il's Nyx. I'll have a lot of plates to keep spinning. But please be conscientious of your friends and your neighbors. And the grid, if you want to view the grid, if you click on the event channel in the Discord, you will be able to see the event grid. So you will be able to see a list of events that's up there. And when you look in convention events, you'll see the events when you look in the convention events channel. So I'm again, guys, you go check this out for yourselves. Don't just rely on me on this. Here's what I'm talking about, because I know it sounds like I'm talking around. So here's the GUOGC, the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention Discord channel. And you see up here it says one event. If I click that, oh, look at that. And I can click that white check mark. And it takes me right to it. It'll show me the page, and then I can come in, and then I can say I'm going, and boom, I just RSVP'd. It's just like that. It's so easy, guys. It's so easy. No more signing up for some website out somewhere and then trying to find your way back to Discord. It's all on Discord. Look at that. Look at that. I can do that, Orbital Air. I can fit that in. So look at that. Attendees. Bill S., Grath, D and Disability, Recon. Boom. The attendees are already listed. And if we go back and we look at events, you can see right there, it's got the number of attendees. Game masters and players both. It is so damn simple. So it's ready. It is ready, Freddy. And I hope you guys will all jump on and play and have a lot of fun. Now, a couple, what I don't have scheduled yet, but I do have people lined up. I just got to confirm a few things for our Artist Alley and for our guest panels. Those are going to happen. They'll be going on the whole week, whatever is going to be convenient for them. I'm thinking, if Doomsword is telling me right, I'm thinking we're going to have here. Let's just go ahead and remove that. I'm thinking we're going to have a donation bot if you want to donate some to the beer fund around here, and a merch bot. So you'll just be able to click it. It'll take you over to the Dungeon Minister's channel, and you're good to go. Odd Scimitar, what if you want to run a game yourself? Does it matter what game I run if I sign up to be a DM? Let's keep it within reason. I would prefer not poisoned or sorcerer or fatal, but, beyond that, as long as we're in the bounds of good taste, I would say okay. No Ray Hoa, sorry, not that either. That's the beauty, Orbital Air. Wherever you are, there's the convention. You don't have to come to the convention. Bring the convention to you. So Doomsword is going to have a fact on how to do all of that, Odd Scimitar. It's going to be right over there in the channel, which is linked right down below, which this may replace my signature on screen, at least until the convention. So it is a way to enjoy a convention during convention season if you can't get out to enjoy a convention. I do recommend it. Please stop by. I'm looking forward to it. I know one of our panelists at the very least is going to be Jack Photon. He's going to talk FASA Star Trek, which I'm excited about. Jack's not just a gamer. He's not just a self-publishing guy, by which I mean literally makes books. I don't mean he goes out and he creates a PDF and uploads it. I mean, he makes books. So I'm hyped about that. And, yeah, that's just one of the many people we're going to have there. Back me, that's fine. That's fine, Odd Scimitar. No complaints about that at all. I know Wheeling Dragon is going to be there. She's probably going to be running some, Labyrinth. She's the Labyrinth lady. Jack Photon. I am going to run Space Hulk. We're going to have multiple cameras set up. I will basically be a Space Hulk judge. Space Hulk will be for 2 to 3 players plus me. Oh, wow. Wow. Little college football update there from Crimson. Sorry. My wife, Laura, will continue to read you this book. That's hype. That's hype. Thanks for dropping the info there, Crimson. But anyway, let's move on. Let's go on back to the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention. Um, we we're gonna have a lot of fun, guys, and I really really hope you'll tune in. I gotta honestly say, the first one we had like 20 or 30 people attend. I think last year we had like 60 or 70 people at the con. Um, it's going to be a ton of fun. It's going to be a ton of fun. So I really hope you guys will want to come and just hang out and get your nerd on. Whether you're a fan of Alabama or not. But yeah, we're going to have panel discussions. I just said we're going to have panel discussions. Jack Photon's going to be there talking FASA RPG. And I bet I can round up a few other fun folks. Just kidding. I'm already talking to some people. So it just, the topics will be the topics when they happen, Orbital. And in case you're wondering, yes, again, we do have merch. These have been worked on by Dungeon Minister and Sky Hernstrom. They are Tres Awesome, which of course, again, for our Spanish-speaking friends, means 3 awesome. Now these are whips, that is to say, works in progress. So here you go. I love the computer mimic. This would fit in Gamma World perfectly. This is amazing. That's a Dungeon Minister's creation. And then we have the GUOGC 2025 logo, which it conjures up a serious heavy metal magazine vibe. That's from Sky Hernstrom. I'm loving that so much. So you're going to be able to get those. And one more, which I don't have on this computer, unfortunately, but Sky has got a Mimic Guac bowl. So, yeah. Come to the con, meet lots of fun people, hang out, play some games, all from the beauty and comfort of your own homes. Yes, Gonzalo Lira, that takes you right to the convention floor. TXG, good to see you. Orange one would be great on a black coffee cup. I'll talk to Dungeon Minister about it. You use the desktop Discord. If you, let me see. Let me scroll up a little bit here. If you come in, if you just click the invite and then click accept, or if you just copy and paste the invite or type it in and then accept invite, it'll take you there. But if you go into Discord, you can paste it right into Discord. If you go all the way up to the top, I'm saying this like you guys can see it. My apologies. Let me see here. See, I'm set to streaming mode, so it hides people's IDs and stuff on screen if they want it hidden. So, all right, so here's what you do. Here's what you do. Yes, I heard you, Orbital Air, and we'll do something like that. I'm not going to do it tonight. All right, so I gotta, ironically, I gotta close this. So down here in your Discord, you should have an add a server. If you click that and click join a server, and then paste, and then click join server. If you copy the URL and paste it. Oh, I'm sorry, Orbital Air. I scrolled up. I scrolled up. I thought you were repeating yourself. And then I click join server. It takes me straight to the server. I'm sorry, Orbital. I apologize. So there you go. That's it, guys. It's that easy. And let me paste that again. So there you go. Take yourselves over, add yourselves to the event. And I need to I need to talk to Dooms about the instruction sheet on sign up. It's really easy to do. We'll pin it in general on the GUOGC, and I will announce that on various social media. You know what? I'm going to post this. We'll do it live right now. We will do this live. Officially open. And you know what? Let's add Skies. I think we're going to add that one. And there's the link. And there it is. It's posted on social media. No one can stop me now. So, with all that said, let's talk about what's happening this week. Tomorrow night, we return to First Edition Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. That's right. We are going to be back playing AD&D. We have got Tim. Hopefully we've got Graph Paper Architect and Thane Kyle. And we've got Kevin. And we've got Dooms. And we are going to play the hell out of some AD&D tomorrow night for your entertainment. Wednesday night, don't know if Kyle's back. If not, maybe we can do the 15-minute course on how to run A33K7. Good to see you. Maybe we can do the 15-minute course on how to run games on Discord. It's very simple. Very, very simple. Maybe, if Kyle is here, we play some more D&D under his tutelage. Thursday is our open night. So if we're doing stuff with Kyle on Wednesday, Thursday, we will play, Thursday, I will go in depth on how to set up your game. Hey, maybe we can get Doomsword in with us. I'll talk to him about it. But I will definitely on Thursday talk about the using the Discord server, how to run games on it. I'll do a little example for you guys, and it's easy peasy. Yes, you can do that, Gonzalo Lira's bar tab. And then Friday, we're going to be playing some Gamma World, and I'm excited about Gamma World on Friday. And I hope you guys are. Now, maybe you're new to the show, and you keep saying you're going to play AD&D, you're going to play Gamma World. What meanest thou this? Let me clarify. We live stream classic TTRPGs and just RPGs we love here on the show. And I do it not just to get your eyeballs over here, although I rather enjoy that, but I karate chop my mic. I do it because if you have never played, say, first edition AD&D, or maybe it's been a long time since you played and you're thinking about getting back into it, or you just want to see how I house roll, for whatever reason, when you're watching, listen carefully. When you are watching, if you have a question, I want you to feel free to ask it in the live chat, and I will answer it. And if I don't answer it, one of my players might answer it. Now, here's the thing. I have the smartest and best looking audience of every and any 5-night a week classic tabletop RPG live streaming program on YouTube, and I'll kill on that hill. I'm not dying on any hills. I'll kill on that hill. Smartest and best looking. And because they are the smartest, if I don't get your question, if the players don't get your question, somebody in the audience might get your question. And if you think your question got passed by, just ask again. I'm cool. I'm with it. I'm hip. But I want you to feel like it is something you can interact with, okay? I don't want you to be like, oh, right, yeah, okay, so he's kind of grabbing for that critical role thing. He's going for that. Guys, we don't have script writing sessions. We don't have table reads. We don't have story arcs, character merch. Tomorrow night, 5 minutes in, we could be dealing with a TPK. And everybody's rolling up new characters. That's the rest of the session as we roll new characters. It's a D&D game that I play here in my game room, and y'all can watch. It's not any rehearsed thing. And we roll the dice on the screen, and the dice fall where they may. Oh, I'm glad you think so, Cyrus, right? So that is that's our live plays. Now, the floor is open to any new business. At 33K7, I absolutely prefer running a game in person. Here's the thing. The closest person to me is 45 miles away on the Monday night game, or the Tuesday night game. The next closest person to me is about 1,100 miles away. The furthest from me is about 3,800 miles away. I would love to have a group of friends sitting here all at the table. But as much as we bitch about it and as much as we complain about it, and rightly so, there's a lot of brain rot out there on the internet. Without that, wouldn't be able to do this. I mean, my co-host Kyle, who runs D&D for us, and we get to play D&D when he's able to run games here on the channel. He's in Melbourne, Australia. That is literally almost as far away from me as you can get and still be on Earth. So, yeah, I mean, my preference would be, you know, I'd send a private jet out, scoop them up every Tuesday night, play here, fly them home Wednesday morning. But I don't think that's going to happen ever. So there we are. Now, one thing I will tell you, because 33K7, you've brought up something of interest. Sorry, eye booger there. You brought up something of interest, and it is this. When my channel hits 10,000 subscribers, which I don't think that's going to happen, maybe. But when my channel hits 10,000 subscribers, I will hold the GUOC. What do I mean by that? The Great Underground Overland Gaming Convention. I will arrange an in real life con. The GUOC, Great Underground Overland Gaming Convention. Don't let anyone tell you differently. That one will not be free because I'll have to get a venue and pay people to help me. So my org chart is a rectangle with just me in the middle of it. Now, Doomsword and Boganora, aka Imperial Ramblings, and Kyle, and Graph Paper Architect, and my lovely wife, and so many people I could be here talking about their support and their love. They're pushing me to do more. They're a pretty good support organization. But I never want anything to fall on anyone else's shoulders, ever. That's not how I do. I sink or swim. I fail or succeed. I launch or I blow up on the pad on what I do. And I don't want anyone else to take heat for things if something goes sideways. It's on me. I never want to wake up one day and be completely out of touch with my things that I like to do. And because of that, God, it does look like I have purple hair. That's terrible. Because of that, like I said, my org chart is just a rectangle and I'm in the middle of it. That means things tend to get a little, a little out of hand from time to time. But that's the price I pay for not burdening other people with my problems. So, we have got a whole lot of cool stuff coming up, and I hope that everybody is going to want to be part of it. Doc Flamingo, good to see you. A hex crawl to Melbourne. That would... Lots of ocean hexes. I can tell you that. I think... Let's see. I suppose I could go north over the pole and wend my way down through Russia into Southeast Asia. But there's just a point at which I've got to get on a boat or plane. Rob Turner, whatever the news is, brother, I hope it gets better. I really do. I really, really do, man. Peace to you, my friend. Keep the Kraken attacks to a miniature. Exactly, Doc. You know, then I just gotta get one of them catamarans that the Islanders use and just cruise from. I guess I could kind of island hop down from like Southeast Asia, to New Guinea, and then on over into Australia. 33K7, first time GMing a city, Verbabunk. Any advice? Yes, I do have advice, and it is the same advice. Excuse me, itchy nose. It is the same advice that I like to give to DMs when they talk about running a great trek across the land. Do all of your random encounter checks beforehand and have them ready to go. Just say, okay, the players are here, and you roll your per turn wandering encounter checks using the Dungeon Master's Guide. And you just go down the line. They're going to spend 4 hours exploring around the town. That's 24 possible checks. That's at least 6 random encounters. And you have them statted up. Just boom, ready to go. Don't roll them on the fly. It'll just slow your game down. That is my advice. Otherwise, once they get in a building or a sewer or caves under the city or whatever, it's just a dungeon crawl. But if they're out exploring the city and they're between numbered locations and you want the possibility for random encounters and it's going to take more than a turn or a turn at minimum to travel between the old chapel and the Red Horse Inn, then have your check already made whether or not anything happens along the way. You are quite welcome, 33K7. John Fairfax laughs at my fear of ocean hexes. Well, that's John Fairfax. I salute you. But as Orbital Air did ask, I think it's a good idea for me to kind of walk you guys through how to GM on Discord. It's dirt simple, though. It's dirt simple. Make sure you've got a mic plugged in and Windows can hear you and everything, and then go in the voice channel where your game is going to be held. Little dice roller app, we've got that. We use Dice Maiden, I think it's called. You just do /roll space number of dice, die face. So /roll to do. You know what? I'll show you guys here. I will show you. All right. So we'll just present this real quick. Isha, hey, bought some furniture today. Chairs are crazy expensive. Yes, they are. Probably the easiest way to do it without messing a bunch of stuff up. Okay, here we go. Again, this is not meant to be a tutorial, rather just an example. So you just come over here and you just do, and you can do any die face you want. Let me turn off my footer real quick so you guys can see all the way at the bottom. So you can do /R 2D20. And we see there it generated a 5 and a 2. A couple really low rolls, huh? You can do /R 1D24 for those weird tables that occasionally show up in the Dungeon Master's Guide. And 8 /R 1D3 plus 2. 3 /R 2D6 times 2. You get the idea. The die roller is just dead simple, and we have it for all game masters to use. Greetings, Jorge. Check your webcam. That is such a weird thing, and I know one other person who suffers from that. Paul Stormberg. If he tries to use his webcam with something like StreamYard, he's upside down. One of the earliest shows I did with Paul, I need to have Paul back on again one of these days. He had to turn his laptop literally upside down and position it upside down. So, but anyhow, so you guys see how the die roller works there? It is just patently simple. So did you refurnish the house, Ishahay? Oh, I got to tell you guys, this was pretty funny. I have some great neighbors live next door to me. I was coming back from the store, and I saw one of those service trucks from one of those places that does plumbing and air conditioning and electric, big chain place. I was like, oh no. And I walked Zeus later in the day, and their sectional was sitting on the curb. And I was like, oh no. And then the next day I come out, and there's a big van with like blah blah commercial air conditioning installation. I was like, oh no, what happened? So I just figured some disaster had befallen them. Talking to my neighbor, the first guy stopped by because he wanted to buy an elkhorn fern that she had growing in the middle of a tree in her yard. They put the sectional out because they were just like, yeah, this thing's shot. We just want a new one. And then the van that was there from a commercial air conditioning place was actually some friends of theirs who offered to deliver a new couch to them rather than them have to pay the delivery fee. It was just, I assumed that they had like some pipe burst or some kind of disaster, but it was. I see, Ishay. I never figure out why it was upside down, actually mirrored too, but I found a software app that could flip the image and make it right. Yeah. StreamYard actually, let me see if I can do this without breaking anything. Layouts, camera. So I can do that and flip me around, but that's wrong. Ooh, touch up my appearance. What does that do? Let's crank that all the way up. Am I better looking now? What do you guys think? Am I better or worse? I've touched up my appearance. I have no idea what that's supposed to do. I don't even think I look any better. Orbital Air says, yeah, better. Oh my goodness. But anyway, What else is going on? Like I said, AD&D tomorrow night, Kyle Wednesday probably, maybe. Thursday is, I don't know. We'll just have to see what's going on Thursday. It makes it. You're all like, my God, he was ugly. Oh, 33K7 says, we want to give you the update. They're 2 days ahead of the assassin chasing them at the moment. Even now, the village of Hamlet is affecting it. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, it's. I would like to know what that is supposed to do, though. So we turn that off. Yeah, it did nothing. It did nothing. I mean, I could knock myself down to 360p and use the touch up my appearance, and maybe it'll take some of the jaggies away, but I'm not going to do that. If I have learned anything since the end of the year, since December, it is that poking with this thing when I've gotten it working is a surefire way to sadness. So I'm not going to do that. But that's awesome, 33K7. Giving an update. They're 2 days ahead of the assassin chasing them at the moment. So what 33K7 is talking about is at the end of Village of Hamlet, Gary advised that if the party succeeds, send a 10th level assassin after them. Gary, they're going to be second and third level. Why not just say a huge ancient red dragon lands and breathes fire on the town? Ha, ha, ha. Why? Why, Gary? Why? 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 So I myself don't advise people to generally do that. But 33K7, if you guys are having fun with it, that's awesome. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. It's just like, why not? Yeah, his kids in his wargaming group. That's one of the things I think that people overlook, unfortunately, about the organicness of AD&D. These rules were created in the cauldron, in the fires of friendship. Okay, the rules for OD&D and AD&D came about. I mean, I love this story. I mentioned this before. They came up with the rules for how vampires behave in Dungeons and Dragons before they had clerics. And why is that important? Because a player got turned into a vampire, changed his name to Sir Fang, and started using the vampire rules against other players. You will give me all of your treasure. You will carry this for me. You are my servant now. Because vampires had charm person, which was effectively mind control. And it was driving everyone at the table up the wall. So they went, and now I've heard that this started at Gary's table, that it started at Arneson's table. I'm not sure which, but basically they went to him and said, look, this shit's got to stop. We're done with this. And they had seen the Witchfinder General. And we're like, we want that kind of guy as a player class. I mean, that kind of playtesting, it just doesn't go on today. D&D, It's an organic thing. It's not a manufactured thing. It's the difference between watermelon and watermelon candy, the difference between what we like and what's made today. Charm Person is so busted in AD&D, it's hilarious. It was still fairly mind controlly, but I mean, if it's a highly intelligent creature, they do get saving throws fairly regularly. Not, mind you, that if it's a, you know, if it's some kind of reasonable request that you make of the thing that you charmed, monster or not, you're wrong, Michael Dale. You're objectively incorrect. You know, the damage, I guess what I'm saying is, even if they fail one save, the damage can be done. I mean, essentially, Jorge. Well, I will say OD&D was homebrew. 1E was trying to bring it in, but there was still so much of this came from Gary's table in the game, rather than I am sitting down with a flowchart of how this stuff works. Did they sell a lot of stuff of Lareth's 33K7? And did they figure out who the traders were in town? Let me ask you that. No, Michael, you're incorrect. North of the Rockies, chocolate oranges are delicious. But anyhow, chocolate oranges and watermelon candy aside, I am glad 33K7 you're no clue and the traders who the traders were, and they sold off a lot of the stuff. That'll do it. That will do it. So I got to get ready for my first edition AD&D game tonight, but I want to leave you guys with the URL one more time. I do like to run Village of Hamlet, actually. It's just Temple of Elemental Evil I'm not crazy about. Well, Michael, the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention Discord is now open for business. We have a registration bot, which Doomsword, it is up, it is working. You do this. You type that, and it'll let you register an event. But right now, Dooms is working on. Yes, it's May 21st through May 25th, 2025. I see I'm going to have to go in and let people know. Here, you know what? I'll edit it. May 21st through May 25th. That's okay. It is updated and overrated. So, Yeah, I think Thursday we're gonna have a little go over of best practices for running games, how to run games, how to use a scheduling bot. It'll be a lot of fun, and I'm not promising, but I'll see if I can drag Doomsword in, and we'll do a lot of sharing is caring stuff. So, um, I think that just about does it, guys, for tonight. Thank you very much for your K7. I wish you the best with yours and with you, as they say. So, be out there, go register for the con, have some fun with us. And if you don't register for the convention, guys, uh, I can't I can't really guarantee you any safety from the owl bear. Okay, peace. I love you. Good night.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere, in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around, some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle, way off course? Naked as a toad, all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take